It looks like Toons are getting a little bit of action this week. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And yes, our deck box is up if it hasn't already sold out already. I will leave a link down below so you guys can go check it out if you're interested in picking up one of those today. So we have Toon cards to talk about. So it looks like right now Toon Bookmark is the first one to disappear off of the market. First eds have been wiped out up to $80 at the moment. And that's kind of horrifying to think about. The reason for this is we knew that Toon cards were eventually going to be absolutely amazing. This was nothing that was really, not discussed and talked about. I mean, we've seen this deck coming through the OCG and absolutely doing wonders with this. I mean, this card also gets you any card that you need. Obviously, unlike Toon Table of Contents, which, you can just spam, this one's a little bit more limited, but it also does give you some protection as well. So there's a reason for this card kind of turning up into, something a little bit more. Obviously, the $11 and $11, both of the ultras and the secrets have in fact synced up. So that's pretty interesting. There's also Toon Page Flip. I mean, this is the one that cheats out the monsters. Right now, these are, doing kind of what you would expect. They're kind of floating in the void, to be fair. I don't really think there's much else to really say about this. Though your top end, $50, $60, that's two Toon cards that are now spinning their wheels and trying to become something that, you really wouldn't expect them to be. And also, I tossed in Mimicat. This card still, to me, is hilarious to be tracking. You're only 15 listings on the DRL2 versions, and remember, if you control a Toon and a Toon monster, when you target one card in your opponent's graveyard, if it's a monster, spell, something you set, if it's a spell and trap card, we get to set it. These are $20, basically, minus the two short listings, and then $4 on the ultras. Millennium rares are $6, $7, and then these are $3 to $4. So you're actually not doing too bad. And there was also the broken card that is the perpetrator of problems. This guy right here. These are $5 to $6 a piece. And of course, I guess it's to be expected that this card would, it's the perpetrator and does too much. I really, really hope, judging by the current situation with all of the Toon stuff, that we do see, a dial back on this stuff, because this card starting to get bought out already is not surprising, but you can thank Toons for doing that. Now, one of the other cards that I recommend that you keep an eye on right now is Ultimaya Bishibulkin. Here we go again. So, in order to do the Shadow Toon OTK, you're going to need Bishbulkin. Bishbulkin's job is to spit out the monsters and do his thing. But God, here we go again. We're already down to $1. I think that we will see this card or Shadow Toon get checked before we actually get the Toon stuff. But this is where we're at right now. It's hilarious. Some abnormalities on the market. Dark Corridors are still like $5, and this is just for the reprint version. Original prints are also, both of copies of these have pretty much synced up right now. I guess just kind of keep an eye on how these are going to continuously impact the market, because that's pretty funny. We also have Vidos. I talked about this earlier in the week. Vidos provides you an actual answer to the Toon field spell, which is actually pretty good that you can actually get a tool to do this. These are $4 to $5 a copy. We're not really losing too much on these, but it's definitely enough to take notice. You can get the Ultras right now, which this is why I like reprints. The Ultras are a whole stunning underneath $1. So, and I can see we've had a little bit of a bump up here, but, depending on where things are going, you can very easily pick these up and have them be very, very cheap. We also had number 35, the Ravenous Tarantula. I still can't believe, this thing does not have a reprint. I don't know why Konami has just dodged giving this guy a reprint, but these are $7 a copy right now, and they've actually been gravitating upwards, well, from their original $16 mark. I mean, like, a card that doesn't really have crazy meta application, but it is 2 level 10s to make it, so there might be a conversation to be had with the possibility of trains just wanting to access this card, because all real things considered, right? You know, if you can get multiple level 10 monsters on the field, you can start to do some really weird Zeus stack ups on some of these things and just start accessing really funny numbers. Cannon Soldier. You know, if you were wanting to build any of the little loop burn shenanigans, a near mint is $35, which isn't bad, but it's the escalation here. You eventually hit $390 down there, which is kind of crazy. You can get a mod play for like $12, which I guess isn't terrible. You can also get light play for like $29, but you're basically pushing these at the same price as the higher end. That's wonderful. Infernal Divisor. Well, if you've been somebody that's been kind of peeking some of the more recent hero developments, these are $12 a piece. These are 13s. Interesting. These are also still kind of trucking on along. And Wonder Drivers, I feel like these have just hit the still like $2 to $3. These aren't too terrible, but like, just looking at the state of masked hero cards, or excuse me, extra hero cards, I mean, like, these are 30 cents. Now, there's definitely value to be had back here within these. Same thing with the masked hero stuff. These are 118. This guy's pushing 110 right now, and he's been disappearing. Dark Laws are 21s. Fountains are coming in at 17s. Platinum Dark Laws are still set 15s. Blast are still up there. The entire masked hero lot is still kind of in the same void you would expect it to be. Also, Armory Arm here, I don't know how many times it's going to be. We're going to look at Armory Arm for older format applications, and we're just going to go, wow, I can't believe this card's up right now. Right now, if you were wanting to get a reprint of the Armory Arm from Hidden Arsenal 1, it's a solid $13. But, you know, we have $20 copies, we have $18 copies. Honestly, I think I'm more surprised at the hit, like, LC5Ds. I guess it is one of those sets. It's a little bit harder to get, but... And then the Turbo Pack Rare, for whatever reason, is $25. Why is this $25? Who's spending $25 to get this? That's hilarious. Also, Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. I feel like I've been under a rock for this one, but these are actually... Right now, if you were wanting to pick one of these up, these are actually coming in at about $100+, which is a little bit more than I'd want to be spending for these. I mean, like, it's a cool ghost rare, but just judging by the rarities and things, obviously you can get mod play for $31 if you wanted a binder copy, $34 in light play if you just wanted to stare at it and just be able to enjoy it. Also, a couple little interesting things here. I see that this is actually kind of cool. Some Rush Duel copies of the Magician of Black Chaos and the Ritual are both floating around on eBay right now. It looks like a couple of copies of these have actually sold, but I was kind of wanting to throw in some cool little things in Market Watch, so I thought this was actually kind of cool to see, especially, you know, if you're a fan of wanting to get easy Rush Duel cards. Also, evidently, they also have the sleeves up too for the people. These rainbow sleeves are actually really, really cool. You never really know the cool things that you're going to walk in on. And obviously, there's all sorts of cool official sleeves, but the people always ask, you know, the questions of, you know, where can we get them? Well, you know, free shipping available is a little bit more expensive. I mean, that's just the reality of getting products imported from Japan, you know. Also, later today, Sleeve Chief is going to be, I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The little box of chicken nuggies is going to be coming back. I think this is one of the most popular deck boxes that they've ever had, and I know a lot of people are going to want the opportunity to pick this up. So I will leave a link down below to Sleeve Chief. That way you guys can kind of get ahead of the curve, be ready to pick this up, and be able to enjoy, you know, what is to come. So, what do you guys think about today's market? Please comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back at the day, guys.
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.